morning. I'm sitting out in the sun, early morning, on an empty stomach with a clear bowel movement. I've applied some clarified butter, some sesame oil, some olive oil on my hands and my body to give me a little protection as a sunscreen. The clarified butter is a super nutrition for the skin, and also in our daily life the clarified butter is like liquid gold for the body. Only a few drops every day in our food is sufficient to give us benefits which are too numerous and more than science can ever fathom. It goes down in our traditions over thousands of years, and if you don't have access to clarified butter, you can always use unsalted butter as well. So now I'm going to be doing yoga, and first I'll be saying Om a few times, then I'll be doing kapalbathi. I'll be alternating breathing through my nostrils, equal breaths in, equal breaths out. I'll be breathing out through my mouth also, and breathing in through my nose, and alternating same both ways. And I'll be doing all this through my stomach and my belly button, and I will try not to breathe in through my chest because that is not the correct way to breathe. So let's begin. So when the Christians talk about King David going to the still waters and emptying out his mind, what they're saying basically is that he was meditating. And that's what we are doing when we are saying Om, and the silence after the Om is where we are actually experiencing our inner self. So now when we begin yoga, we're actually breathing in God's goodness, as the Christians would say. So it's basically the same thing, but we're breathing in and we're learning the importance of how to breathe properly and not just to breathe haphazardly. There should be some uniformity and discipline in our breathing, in our daily life. Okay, so let us begin. First, I'm going to breathe out through my stomach and then hold my breath and hold my belly button and try and freeze it. The belly button is our central nervous system connector. All our nerves connect through the belly button, which is our chakra. And when we do this yoga, we are actually doing a Kundalini, which is the second half of this yoga. So kapalbathi pranayam, and it turns into Kundalini when we exercise our belly button like a diaphragm, and it keeps all our plumbing, all our interior organs working smoothly, especially our kidneys, and regulates our blood pressure and our sugar. This is tradition that's come down thousands of years from teacher to student. Okay, let's begin. So now I'm going to do pranayama. I'm going to breathe in and out through my nostrils. And when I do that, I'm actually rejuvenating my body, because when I breathe out, all my old blood cells, dead blood cells are coming out, and I'm breathing in and making new blood cells and new cells to maintain the body, which science now calls telomeres. And these telomeres you can renew when you're doing pranayama and yoga, and you can keep renewing them indefinitely. You don't have to die once your telomeres run out, because you'll be renewing them by doing this yoga. It's equal breaths breathing in and equal breaths breathing out. So we're equalizing our breathing through each nostril by alternating it, which is very important. It's come down through the ages, and it's even mentioned in our scriptures. You should note that your nostrils will open up gradually, and if they're not, if you noticed, I was using my thumb and my forefinger to open them up also. During the day, our nostrils alternate. One stays open for a few hours, and then the other one opens up, and so forth. They alternate, but they usually don't open both at the same time, except in the morning if you have an empty stomach and you're doing yoga. When you do this, you'll find that your nostrils will open up by the end of the session, for sure, guaranteed. And this is a very healthy habit to regulate your cells. Okay, so now we're beginning the second phase of the kapalbathi, and this is the Kundalini, which maintains your lower half, your prostate, your lower half of the body for the ladies also, and your kidneys, your blood pressure, your sugar, your diabetes level. Obviously, you have to maintain a healthy diet also, but when you do this, you'll find that you no longer want to have the desire to smoke, because you are addicted to breathing in God's goodness and not polluting your lungs and not putting alcohol in one's body and other negative habits that, for example, are like sugar, soda, which by the way will mess up your teeth, and many other bad habits will gradually leave you when you start to meditate and do yoga. Okay, so here we go with the second phase, and this is the Kundalini. Now if you see, the belly button is going to move in and out very fast, like a diaphragm. Watch. Now if you really want to regulate your blood pressure and even your IOP, which is your eye pressure, you can alternate the breathing through your nostrils and breathe out through one's mouth. Watch. If you notice, this is all done very calmly, smoothly, and extremely slowly. The faster you do it, the more harmful it will be. So if you really want to get the benefits, it has to be done very gently and slowly, breathing in and out. And now we'll do a second repetition of the same Kundalini, which is the root of our system, our chakra. Our belly button is the center of our nervous system. Watch. As I breathe out, I finish breathing out, I'm going to be holding my breath and doing the diaphragm kapalbathi Kundalini. Watch. Now if you noticed, when I started this second phase, I was breathing out through the mouth and then holding my breath to do the Kundalini. Now we'll alternate through the nose very slowly. Okay, so we'll do the third phase now, similar to the first two, Kundalini. We have to go for a few minutes. I have to catch up with my dog.